Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Ask Think Noodles, episode number 41 for March 18th, 2013. And there's a short comment train in the background that I thought was pretty funny. Before we get to the questions, I want to remind you to leave your questions in the comments below. Please, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. If the comments on this video are closed, make sure you're on the most recent Ask Think video and ask your question there. Alright, and Emily Smith is the first question and asks if I can do it on Pop Tropica, and as you can see, we are doing it on Pop Tropica. And Wing Networks asks, at the beginning of every Ask Think, can you say how many comments there were? Sure, why not? There were 1,749 comments on last week's Ask Think. And now a little bit about last week's. I asked what you guys thought I should call my rainbow puffle that I'm gonna get on Thursday. And the most popular answer, as you can see here, was Skittles. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Although if you check Nina Vo's answer, it was I will always feed Kobey, and as you guys know, that's my current only puffle on Club Penguin, which I never feed, although I fed her today. Charlie Rivera asks, is Kobey friendly or will she bite? Golden Retrievers hardly ever bite, and Kobey is super duper friendly. Paul Simon asks, what's Kobey's nickname? I have a bunch of them for her. Sometimes I just call her Cope and I drop the I, or other times I'll just call her Pumpkin or Pumpkin Pie. I don't know, I just, whatever I feel like. Sometimes I call her Mutt too. The next two people ask what type of dog Kobey is, and as I said before, she is a Golden Retriever. The next few people ask about what qualities it takes to become a good commentator, and where to start and what kind of mic to use. Well, in order to be a good commentator, and I am not an expert on the subject, but I think I'm okay at it, is you have to be comfortable in front of the microphone. As you guys can probably tell from my 500th video, you can see how uncomfortable I was in front of the mic, and now I'm a lot more comfortable with it. But you have to have an animated personality, because if you don't, it doesn't come through on the video because no one can see you. No one can, I mean, I'm moving my hands all the time, especially right now. I mean, when I'm playing Minecraft, I don't move my hands because obviously they're on the keyboard and on the mouse. But right now, I'm moving my hands all over the place, but you guys can't see that. So I have to convey that with my voice. As far as microphones, the microphone I currently use is an MXL USB 009, and it is a very expensive microphone, but that doesn't mean you can't get good quality for a good price. And the mic I had before this was a Blue Snowball, and Blue makes great microphones, and the Blue Snowball is no exception, and it's not terribly expensive. I think it's a great mic for entering into commentating just to see how it goes for you, and if you really like it and you start to become successful, then you can upgrade to a more expensive, better quality microphone. Agent CIA 11 asks what my official Twitter is. Well, I kind of have two. I have CP Insiders, which I've had for a really long time, and that's what I use for most of my Club Penguin stuff, but I figured I should start using a non-Club Penguin related Twitter account because, you know, people who play Minecraft don't necessarily play Club Penguin, and vice versa. So my other official Twitter account is Think_Noodles, and both are linked in the description. Shannon T asks if I've ever been to Burma. Well, when I go to Thailand, one of the places we're going on our itinerary is we are going to Burma for a day. So I will go to Burma, but I've never been there before. Hannah Quinton says, hey, I heard in New York there's no dogs. Is Kobey the only dog there? No, no, she isn't. There's actually quite a few dogs in Manhattan. Less probably so than other places, but there are still quite a few dogs. Dark E Tix asks, why did you choose the name Insiders Network when you could have chosen Think Noodles? That's a sore subject. Well, when I started the channel, I didn't commentate on anything, and I didn't expect the channel to revolve around me and my personality and my penguin and my Minecraft character and my Pop Tropica character. That just sort of came over time. If I could go back and do things over, definitely would have chosen Think Noodles, but I didn't. The CB Marathon says, Think, please put this question on Ask Think 41. My birthday is this month, and it's Club Penguin thing, but I'm asking, since my dad is a really good cake designer, do I have permission to put you on my cake? Wow, I'd be honored if you put my penguin on your cake. Timmy Hensley asks what my favorite board game was. Well, when I was pretty young and didn't quite understand more advanced board games, I loved playing Candyland, so much so that the little cards were so dirty by the time I got a little bit older. And then after that, probably my favorite board game was Monopoly. Oliver Cutie X says, "Hey Thing, you seem to have a very good nature when you're talking in your videos. Are you like this in real life as well? By fun nature, I meant it in a good way." Well, fun nature is always a good thing. And yeah, I usually am. This is kind of how I am in person. I mean, I might be a little bit more animated in my videos because like I said before, I have to give a little bit more excitement in my voice to convey that to you guys. But in real life, I'm actually a pretty excited person. Icy Kitty Goes Nya asks, "Do you live in an apartment or a house?" Well, like most people in Manhattan, I live in an apartment. The next few people ask about doing a Draw My Life video and Smosh actually, and that's the Draw My Life video that I saw, and I didn't know what it was until I watched his video, and it was actually really good. I'm not sure I'm be very good at making one, but I would consider it at some point. World Pack Corp says, "Are you excited about spring coming up since winter was harsh where I live?" Yeah, Puxatawny Phil is a liar. I don't know if you guys know who Puxatawny Phil is, but he is the official groundhog for Groundhog Day, and he said there would be no more winter because he didn't see his shadow, and yeah, it's still really cold here too, so I am anxiously awaiting spring. Rhonda Paz says, "Think I never get picked for Ask Think Noodles. Please answer this question. What is your hair color?" It is brown. Matthew Lyles 2 asks, "Have you ever gone to Louisiana?" Yes, many, many times. I actually used to live there. Pixar Fan 8080 asks if I've ever been to South America. Yes, I have. I've been to Peru and Colombia. Burst Down Production says, "Hey Think, I think you and your wife should play a video game together on the computer and put it on YouTube. Maybe a Minecraft survival, or make her a penguin, or whatevs. In case she has work, maybe do it next Sunday. It would be cool." Yeah, it would be. But I think she's nervous in front of a mic, even though she's a doctor and she talks to patients all the time and does surgeries and all that stuff. I think a microphone makes her a bit nervous. I'm not really sure. I mean, I was nervous when I first did it, but we'll see what we can do. Webkins35 says, "Think if you could choose to have another dog, what would it be?" I would get another golden retriever. I love golden retrievers. Bianca Vargas asks, "Kobe Bryant or LeBron James?" Well, as a Lakers fan, I have to choose Kobe Bryant, even though he's out with a severely sprained ankle. Ninavo says, "For a live stream, can you spy on Kobe? It would be so interesting." Gets out notebook, gets out pencil, pushes up glasses. My glasses aren't that big. Well, while you would think that would be interesting, it probably wouldn't be because Kobe just sleeps when no one's around. You would probably see her move from the couch to the floor, to the window, and back to the couch, and just in a circle. She would sleep for an hour here, an hour there, and she doesn't do much when we're not around. But I had this idea a long time ago, and I think I might use it one day because we're going to get a GoPro before we go to Thailand, and I had this idea to put the GoPro on Kobe's chest, where her harness is, and when we walk around the city, just see what it looks like from Kobe's view. So that might be a cool video. PYB6 says, "Hey, Mr. Think Noodles, can you visit the Bahamas? I live there and I really want to see you. You'll like the beaches. Everything is nice. There's lots of tourists and nice hotels, and the water is really nice. And there's Atlantis. It's really nice there, and much, much more. Please come." I have actually been to the Bahamas maybe around 5 years ago, I think, with my wife. And she wasn't my wife at the time, but we had a really good time. We stayed in the Atlantis, and we were only there for, I think, 3 nights, but it was still really nice. And wow, I'm jealous. That must be an awesome place to live. Ninavo asks, "When your wife gets home from work and you're making a video, do you think she thinks, 'Who is he talking to?'" No, since we live in a 1-bedroom apartment, she is in the same room as me and she knows what I'm doing. And she just sits there probably annoyed because I tell her, "Hey, be quiet. I'm making a video. Turn your cell phone on silent and don't talk." Xreal Gaming X says, think, do you like Chinese food? Well, seeing as my wife is Chinese, I better, right? No, I really do love Chinese food. Dondo and Dawn asks, does your wife speak English? Tell me, or I'll get all the noodles in your house and eat them, so tell me. Yes, she does speak English because I don't speak Chinese, and she was born here in New York, so she definitely speaks English. Bianca Vargas asks, were you popular when you were in high school? Well, surprise, surprise, nope. I was not very popular in high school. I spent most of my time during lunch in the computer lab programming. I know. Oh well. The next few people ask about a Harlem Shake video, and I couldn't convince any of my friends to do it with me. They just weren't interested, so I don't think I'm gonna do one. Sorry, guys. The next two people ask if I've ever been robbed. And the reason I chose this question is, well, one, no. And two, I had a dream about it, not last night, but the night before, and it was awful. I had this dream that my camera went missing, and, you know, that was kind of bad, and we had some friends over and whatever, and it wasn't in my apartment, it was some other house, and I thought that someone from the party had grabbed my camera and tried to take some pictures, but I couldn't find it anywhere. No one knew where it was. So I went looking where it was, and my brother-in-law's camera went missing too. It was right on the table next to it, and it had gone missing. It was there when I went before and couldn't find my own camera, and then it was gone, and I was like, okay, what is going on here? And then I noticed the front door was unlocked. So I went into my computer room, and my iMac was gone, along with my external hard drive, which is one of my backups of all of my data. I have an online backup as well, so it's not a huge deal, but my heart was like, oh God, it sank. And I woke up like all like tight and constricted and really bothered. Oh man. Victoria200111 says, hey, Think, I want to buy a Puffle, name it Thinknoodles. What color should I buy? Of course, you should buy a green Puffle. Connor Loszuski says, Think, I found a glitch on a Club Penguin account. It won't let me walk any of my Puffles. What do you think I should do? Do what I do. Don't walk your Puffles. Oh, I'm so bad to poor Kobe. The next few people ask about the amazing builder I mentioned in the video. His name is Ethos, and his channel is Ethos Lap. I will link that in the description as well, so you guys can visit his channel. He is amazing. And I do watch both his single player series and his multiplayer series, although his single player series is so long that I haven't really watched anywhere near the amount of episodes that there really are in it. Hannah Smith says, don't kill your dogs when you find lava in the caves in the search for emeralds. I won't make the same mistake twice. You'll see in the next video. Dylan Maynard says, hey, Think, if you make a secret fort or underground hangout, will you make a minecart track to it? Well, there may not be a need for it, but I will make something with Minetrack carts, I am sure. Ryan Rodriguez says, hey, Think, can you use lapis for a beacon, or is it only gold, diamond, emerald, and iron? While lapis is an ore and it is craftable into a block like gold, diamond, emerald, and iron, you can only use gold, diamond, emerald, and iron. Lapis does not work for powering the beacon. The next two people ask if I'll play custom maps on Minecraft. And yes, I will. I want to try one of Vex maps, and I'm a bit scared, to be honest. With Jay Ciramani says, Think! Answer this question. Will you please play a parkour map for Minecraft? And sorry if my grammar is wrong. I don't know. I don't really enjoy watching parkour maps because it's just people jumping around, and I mean, I guess it's kind of funny when people start raging and pushing each other off, but it definitely would not be fun by myself, I don't think. I might consider it and see how it goes. Kato Yee says, Think, can you enchant your boots to Feather Falling 4? Yes, I did in the last episode, and I have to say that is one of the coolest enchantments you can get. The Real Puffball 5003 says, how do you edit the glass in Minecraft? Well, it used to be easier. You just edit the terrain files in your texture pack, and it could be the default one or any one that you've added. I have not looked into the texture system in 1.5. I know it was changed significantly because no texture packs will work, but I haven't looked at it myself, and I'm waiting for 1.51 to come out before I do. The next two people ask about Creeper and Enderman spawners. No, they do not exist, and a Creeper spawner would scare the pants off of me. Kevin Trong says, on version 1.47, is the block sponge new? If it is, what does it do? I think the one you're talking about that looks like sponge is end stone, and you get it in the end. Amy Rules 2000 says, hey, my mom says she won't get Minecraft because she thinks it'll keep taking money out of the bank. Does it? And you have to pay again once there's a new update like 1.5. Well, no, they won't take your money more than once. Once you pay the $26.95, I think it is, that's it. You don't have to pay again. You get updates for free. There's no subscription cost or anything. Purple Panda Cupcake Ex says, Think Noodles, you didn't answer my question. Okay, I'll calm down now. Here's my question. My guy best friend AJ wants me to play Minecraft, but I'm a girl. Do you think I should play it? If so, would you add me? Yes, I think you should play it, and there's not really a friend system in Minecraft, so I can't quite add you. KDC says, hey, Think Noodles, I have a very important question. I don't have an iPad, but I want to play Minecraft. Is there any way to play on a computer? I feel like I'm missing so much. Thanks for being awesome. Well, I don't play on the iPad. The version that you see me play is on the PC. Actually, it's on my Mac, but it's available to all platforms. All you do is go to minecraft.net and you can download it for any computer. Chuck Mima says, hey, I have a question. You must put me on Ask Think. I've been asking questions for 19 weeks in a row and you think you hate me now, but here's the question. Why do you use your Silk Touch pickaxe first, not just mine it with your Fortune pickaxe? Well, I don't really like bringing my Fortune 3 pickaxe around because it is really, really hard to get. Silk Touch is an easier enchantment to get, and the Fortune 3 is so rare that I don't want to lose it, so I don't like to risk bringing it with me and then doing something stupid and dying and not being able to get my Fortune 3 pickaxe back. The Ledge Attacks ask if I would ever do a Minecraft parody. I would love to. Unfortunately, I don't know how to animate. I have a terrible singing voice. I don't do very well with music. I might be able to direct one or something, but I would love to. Walk Guitar 321 says, Think it sucks so much that you cannot have texture packs in the 1.5 on Minecraft. You can have texture packs. It's just that the ones that were programmed for previous to 1.5 don't work. They're not compatible with 1.5, but the authors of those texture packs should be updating them so that they are compatible. Luca Fiske says, Think do not ever upgrade to the new YouTube channel layout. It is really bad. Well, while I agree with you, at some point I won't have a choice because YouTube wants that to be a common layout for everyone. So they will eventually force it on me, but I won't switch until I have to. Real Gaming X says, Think when you have kids, will you still post videos? Yep, yes I will. Richman268CB says, do you ever subscribe to anyone? Yeah, I do. I'm subscribed to about, I don't know, about 15 to 20 people on YouTube. Wing Networks asks, do you like the new Google glasses? Well, if I could get my hands on a pair, I'm pretty sure I would love them. But I don't know if I'm going to get selected. Annabeth Loves Percy 1 says, do you call your wife honey, baby, sweetie, her name? You can mix the options. I rarely call her her name. Sometimes I do, especially when we're out in a crowd and I want to catch her attention. Otherwise, I call her A and B, and I also call her love. Arctic Wolf 3211 says, Think this word is backwards Seldune. What is it? Noodles? Timmy Hensley asks, Think who is in charge at the Noodle House? A, Kobe, B, your wife, C, you, or D, your wife? Well, you might know a thing or two about my household if you put my wife in there twice. I guess when my wife isn't home, Kobe's in charge, and when my wife is home, she's in charge. I don't think I'm ever in charge. Mav123455 says, Think if someone hit Kobey on the side of the head with the newspaper, what would you do? A, forgive them. B, start a riot and throw a Canadian at them. C, start beating them with the same newspaper while Kobey and your wife eat noodles in the background. Or D, I'm a firing my laser. I don't know what I would do. No one's ever laid a hand on Kobey. Never with a newspaper or anything like that. We've only used positive reinforcement to train her, and she's a really, really good dog. And I've even shown this to people where I said, go ahead, take the newspaper and pretend like you're going to hit her, hold your arm up above your head and look like you're going to hit her butt, but, don't swing it or anything, obviously, but just look and see what she does. And she just looks at the paper like they're going to throw it or that they're going to pet her with it. She's not afraid of anything or anyone because no one's ever hit her. So I don't know what I would do. I'd be really, really upset, though. Kirby1781 says, my question is, would you rather A, give your noodles a baby and your favorite web can stuff you to death, 2, fall down a cliff in Minecraft, or 3, type in CP for 5 minutes saying you love noodles and wants noodles because you have no job in CP? I would choose number 2 because those feather falling boots let you fall off of anything and it doesn't even hurt. Talia Jordan says, thank you never, ever answer my question, so please answer this one. If Kobey was entering a Cutest Doggy Pageant and you had to dress her up, what would she be? A, a squirrel, B, a wife, C, a noodle, or D, a bald dog frog sandwich? Well, she already has a squirrel costume, so I'd have to choose A. Arjun Sahota says, Mr. Thinknoodles, why did you eat my bald noodle monkey gummy bear with extra zest and baldness sandwich and pie on the side? Why? Well, thank you for addressing me as Mr. Thinknoodles, and I didn't eat it, so you might have a thief on your hands. Cory Rock66 says, Dear Thinknoodles, you find 10 clean noodles on the ground. As you pick them up, a burglar steals your wallet from your back pocket. Do you A, eat the noodles, B, chase the burglar, C, do nothing, or D, become Captain Think and use your superpowers to stop the burglar? D, of course. Matthew Green says, if you were an author, would you write A, Night of the Living Noodle, B, Kobey and the Thinking Noodle, or C, Think and the Cursed Island of No Noodles? Well, you know what? That sounds like a trilogy. I would write all 3. Becker's Buttersfield says, think if you had to pick which to eat, what would it be? A screaming bowl of noodles, B, your biggest fan who is the best noodle in the world, or C, a rotten bowl of noodles, must pick from above. I would eat the screaming bowl of noodles so I could make it shut up. Kato Yee says, can you call all your subscribers the Noodle Army like the Sky Army? We are noodles, bum bum, dum dum. Well, I've been wondering for a long time what to call you guys. I still don't know. I don't really want to do the army thing because it's kind of overdone on YouTube. Like the Bro Army and the Sky Army, and there's a bunch of armies. I don't know. We'll have to think of something. All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Don't forget to ask your question in the comments below. Again, if the comments are closed, make sure you're on this week's Ask Think and ask your question there. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!